It's a little loud. Turn down my volume. There we go. Welcome to the Natural Intelligence 300 at Kansas Motor Speedway. Should be interesting one today. Caden on pole. We have Genesect in second. Caden chose the outside. Kirsch third. Red. That's nice. Oh wow. I love when my internet dies. Well, that's fun. While that's happening, you can say go message 321. Go right now. Go. Go right now. Please. Oh, big. And Kansas is underway. Obviously, this is a somewhat dangerous race because of these death balls being probably the strongest out of any racetrack other than Nashville and Martinsville, I suppose. So you do not definitely want to die here. If you die here, you're out for the rest of the season, pretty much. And again, the odd man out is Neptune, who's showed up to 0 races? Unless he decides to show up today late, which I don't really see that happen. Who knows? It might happen. But for right now, very interesting race that's playing out here. It's kind of like a Season 7, Season 8 type of race. Fairly close together. The setup's not too hard, although Jessic tried to make a wild move work, and it wasn't going to. He was lucky that, he is sideways, 4 wide for the lead. Kane's going to go at the spot. David's also going to. Red and Kirsch battling it out here. Non-playoff cars here today. We got Red. Of course, we have Cole. And we have Rack as well, who had a great performance at Las Vegas. Do want to highlight his performance there, unfortunately. It was not meant to be. We are pushing and shoving very early on. I mean, I should be surprised, but I'm really not, considering how aggressive this field tends to be. so far it's been cursed for the most part. Smooth sailing. Red now going to make a big move to the inside. First gets a run out of nowhere. I got bumped out of nowhere. This might be ugly. Miguel and Rack save it. Again, the lighter gray part on the apron on the backstretch is super slippery. You get there at a bad angle, it's pretty much almost impossible to save the car. You don't really want a front bumper to rear corner panel type situation, especially off turn 2. I think off any other corner you might be okay. Here though, 4 wide again. We nearly do it again. Ooh, Wyatt is sideways. Gets into the 12. They all save it. Although, yeah, they are all in draft, so not too much harm done. Just stagnate the 4 a little bit, though, and being in the back for a little longer than we probably wanted to. Oh, the double zero got absolutely saved by Rack being there. Regardless, now Rack's up here. The drive's already not really, well, mostly just Genesex for the past couple of races. Doesn't like the way Rack is racing for one reason or another. Yeah, Genesex's fighting for a championship, and Rack is just fighting for a win. So they have both valid reasons to be fighting for something. Disagreements on the racetrack, I suppose. Back out for a second. Rack got in there way too shallow. Slides the 8 up the racetrack. Majestic's back in this match. It didn't take long at all. No, Paul's just kind of, I'm not sure if he's just staying in the back on purpose, or he just can't be getting stuff up there, but he's closer now, so perhaps it's the latter. David again, and Miguel is going to hit the death wall. Caution's out. Although I think his car might be okay. Cursed into the wall hard. That's the second time David has gone around. about halfway through this first stage, and already Miguel is gone, unfortunately. Green flag's back out. Will not be getting no points for today. He's going to have to hope that his competitors and the leaders don't get a ton of points on him for that to be kind of salvageable. I expect that was Jesus. That can be. For now. He's kind of staying in the back for now. Now to the point. The 12 went around, but he's not actually out of draft at all. I think Kirsch tried to block. Goodbye. As you can see, ever since Miguel's kind of been gone, we're racing each other a lot more carefully now, as they've seen what can happen when you mess around. Back keeping his nose in there, red, trying to make this a 4-car battle. Oh, and Lord have mercy, they can make contact. David's going to be the beneficiary out of that. He'll take the lead. As Wyatt said, it's kind of... He's not going to be able to make Talladega most likely if the schedule does not change, so he's sort of banking on this race going well for him. Oh, red puts the position on the wall. Gets some little run off of it. To go in the stage. First has been sitting pretty up front, the majority of it. David side by side. Now leave Genesec and David side by side for like 2 seconds. We'll drop back to 5th place. Now it might be under attack from the 12. Looked under there. I think to get, Lord have mercy, big bump from the 00 to the 4th. Back next to 7. Genesec takes 3rd from that. Red gets a bump from Caden. David's looking for a crossover on the 00, although not quite yet all the way there. For the crossover. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Move his way towards the lead. 3 wide off 4. It's 12 to the top spot. Now Kirsch right back to him. Kirsch clear out for the lead. Here comes Genesec out of getting a push, nearly 5 wide, now 4 wide off turn 4. They get it somewhat sorted out. Genesect and Cursed save the car. Now David's 4Y for the lead. He'll take it, but he goes on the apron. Again, 4Y. Cursed is going to take the lead now. Wow, what a wild sequence of events. Four laps to go. Oh, so Genesec was there. He got squeezed onto the apron. But he's still in contention, so really still salvage something out of this, although red is to the inside of him now. Three laps to go now. Okay. He just made a bad situation worse. Try to get all the way back up there. Now Caden trying to make some moves for the lead. Normally challenging these top two for now. Caden looked for a move on the inside. Got blocked. Lord, everyone's to the apron. Got slowed up quite a bit. Now here comes Genesec out of nowhere. Cursed is there. He's going to be able to block the 12. White flag in stage one. Oh, here comes the 12 now, muscling up Cursed up the racetrack. Jessica gonna push the 12 up the racetrack, half the field. Caden's gonna wall ride. Sure, dude. And the 4 is gonna get second in the stage. That's crazy. back. He bumped you because you you bumped him first. Moving on. It is now stage 2. It's gonna change on its own. Damn. Why do people not get how GUIs work? Check this out. They're gonna go across the line and then it's like, oh, it's 27 to 50. No way, dude. We move. We move on. I'm not gonna stress on this any further. David's in the lead. He's been killing the lead for about a lap and a half. First, they try to challenge him for the lead. The racetrack slows down a little bit. Save it. Well, a little bit. And Caden just expanded his lead by, depending on where we finished in the stage, quite a bit. Kurz was kind of forced on the apron there. Around he goes. I missed the death ball, luckily. Fight to survive another day, and now Red got forced and in the same conditions. That boy Spike, help him. Oh, goodbye 4-car. Oh my god. I mean, no one got really hurt, but damn, that's crazy. Help him. Oh, they're gonna wreck. Goodbye. Oh, man. Well, that hurt Jessic more than anything, but Rack also got hurt. And now they're back. Okay, well, someone's gonna die. This boy Wyatt's gonna kill himself. Never mind. All right, caution's out. He lagged, although not lagged. He lagged out. He could not make it on fuel anyways. There's no point. All right, I saved his car. Do not worry. It is a-okay. Everything's good. that green. What light is? Oh, now it's the first time already. How long? Red's going to make a move to the inside. First is going to make it 3 wide. David might have something to say about it. Push Red up a little bit. 4 wide, nearly. Genestic backed out. Did not think 4 wide was going to work, and it probably wouldn't have. Oh, you got to change Genestic's laps. This boy is not that many laps down. There you go. Have fun. Ooh, man. We are tight on the backstretch here, y'all. White was on the apron a little bit out of control. Gets it back under control. Although Caden and Rack left a little bit. No, it's not too much harm done, though. They still have a bunch of the stages left to go. 18 laps, in fact. David to the outside, trying to make some type of run work. Not quite enough. Rack. First, right now, out and away the leader. I would say, dare I say, that the 20 has been probably one of the better cars of the field, if not the best. Behind would be Red, and then you can maybe make a case for David and Caden, kind of being the same territory, but they're kind of... Caden has been not really showing his hand. Okay, the Fords. Throttle up. Caden really hasn't shown his hand until the end of the stages. Lord have mercy. Supposed to get screwed out of that, and Wyatt DC's a second time. Another count monster. Out the way from serious trouble. Although I'm gonna get his car real quick before something bad happens. All good. I don't know who won race back. green. At 12, you gotta line up with everybody else. Do not be sitting back all of you. Hell no. Okay, Busch ready. Alright. We're going green flag right now. $15 to go in stage 2. Looking to the outside a little bit. Back a little bit sideways. Gathers it back up. Fighter 1 now fighting for the lead. Here comes David, going to make it 3 wide. Janicek tried to make it 4. It was just simply not enough room to make it happen. David now looking to the inside. Can't quite get there, and he can't clear himself either. On the middle, Janicek's second. Back in a battle for third. Now half the field's in a battle for third. Rack still trying to get off the apron. Lord have mercy. The 12 and the 20. I mean, not the 20. 17. Lord have mercy. Janicek somehow did not hit the death wall. I'm not sure if he lagged out again. No, he didn't. Doesn't look like it. Just looked like he cleared himself at the worst possible time. From my vantage point, maybe he has a different story. Jeez Louise. Lucky he didn't hit the death wall there, though. That would have been so much worse. And now he needs a caution, the same way Caden also needs a caution, because he's still a lap down. Or pray to God there's somehow a 15-car pileup and no caution is called for whatever reason. Back, looking for the lead, still 4 wide. Look, Lord have mercy. They nearly got turned. 10 to go this stage. Oh, the 0-0 gets turned around in front of the field. Had to reverse out of it. Now trying to save the car. He will. My God, he almost lost no spots out of that. Unbelievable scenes there. Good on David, although I'm sure Rack and Cole weren't super pleased. He did kind of save his race. Awesome. Good. Why'd you do that? Bruh. Okay, 7 laps to go now in this stage. Oh, David around for the second time. He's going to save it again. Although not as gracefully as the first time, but he still got himself not in the death wall. Boy, get out of the grass. All right. That was... Man, if you were a David fan, I cannot believe it. Genesik has gone a little bit around on the backstretch. Get it back rolling. It wasn't as scary as David's was, but unsurprisingly, Wyatt's counting himself out right before Martin Floyd Phoenix. He's given up. Oh my God, it was almost like a 5-car wreck. Red, Lord have mercy. Oh my God, Cole's around. Have to try to get it back rolling. Now that makes Caden the leader. Oh, the 20 into the death wall. I'm not sure if he's gonna be out or not. If he avoids it a second time, caution's out. It's what Genesik needed. Although I think that 20 car is actually fine for the most part. That saves Genesik and Caden. That 20 car should be fine. It actually is the last lap to come down pit road, so you could do that, yeah. Damage car. But he is still technically in legal limits, just like how HP was at St. Petersburg back in the Cup race a couple weeks back. That 20 car, he can't emit drafts, but he can still get real. Perhaps. Good reason still get rid of him. Next caution, the 20 and the 17 up the racetrack. Coming around now with 2 laps to go. Well, 00 up the racetrack, Genesik with him. Oh, Red tried to block it. Didn't work out for either him or Kirsch. Now Davids has the lead. Genesik to the top spot. Can he hold it with 1 more lap to go in the stage? Dave to the outside. Rack's going to get out the way. Kirsch going to get forced up into... Not forced up, but forced into the apron. Lord Caden goes around, and the 12 is into the wall. off the final corner to the start finish line. It's going to be Cursed winning the stage. Genesec second, David third, Rack fourth, and Red Knight Fighter 1 will take fifth. back green. 105. Racing up to 105. 55 lap sprint to the finish. Or it might be sprints to the finish, depending on how this goes. Green flag. Back in the air. Oh my god, half the field is sideways in turn 1. We'll get it back rolling. Everyone still has draft. Somehow, oh, Cole, man. Oh my god. He survived. Jeez Louise. That was a jump scare and a half. All right, going back green. We've come down to now just 3 playoff drivers and 2 non-playoff drivers trying to play spoiler. Green flags in the air. Well, I did not get the best of restarts, but he has time. In fact, he says that's the plan. Fred, oh boy. They slowed up a little bit, at least to try to give Bracket Flight a chance. 3 wide now. Oh, okay. He is mad at the 17, maybe for something, or he lagged. I cannot tell. It is genuinely hard to tell. Regardless, it wasn't super serious, so I think they're good. Man, Red gave Kirst a shot, and Kirst and David were on the apron a little bit. David trying to win 2 races in a row, not 2 weeks in a row. The Busch Series had a 2-week off. Had chances to just chill out, not worry about DG as much. That's going to be the thing. Kirst doesn't emit draft, so you're not gaining on him on the straightaways. You can still gain on him in the corners, which if this was many other tracks, that man would be gone. Kirst has maybe a bit easier or harder time on the racetrack. He's not impossible to catch. That's the big difference. It's just you're not catching anything on the straightaways. Good lord. And obviously, that 20 is very vulnerable when someone's behind him. Janasic now to the inside. About 3 wide there. That's off the first, just to make sure it doesn't wreck it now. Janasic got the lead. got good stage points. If he wins here, he'll gain a couple points on the leaders. David's also done well in the stages. He needs to get, let me see. If he gets 25 points or more, 25 points, he'll tie with Caden on the day. If he gets more than that, then he'll gain. And at the moment, Genesec has already gained 5 points, regardless what happens on Caden. That number will continue to grow, depending on where he finishes. And David has only gained 20 points on the day, so needs 5 points somewhere, which also he will gain no matter what, where he finishes. Obviously, the win would do wonders for really anybody within the playoffs. And for guys that are not in the playoffs, win for Red would be cool. He only has one win this season. The 4 got punted out to Narnia. And Rack trying to get his first Busch Series win. Again, trying to play playoff spoiler. Great action tonight. Just a slight up there. Question is, now the field's kind of dwindled down to just a 5-car pack. Is it possible we might see some green flag pit stops? And if so, this makes this race very interesting. The 4 has the fastest pit stop by far. It's much of a question that he does. Chance to green. Pit road is open until lap 104. Pit on lap 103, but once it's 104, goodbye. Lord, Jennifer Kirsch had a moment off turn 2 there. And with the 4 with the fastest pit stall, this is going to make things fairly interesting. If Genesec gets good clicks, I think he'll have a fighting chance to take the win. And if he doesn't get good clicks, then, well, that's not good. And obviously he needs to stay in this front pack in order to make something happen. If he wins, that's going to be a pretty big points day for him. Oh, Red is sideways on the backstretch. That is it back up together. Each one of these guys' seasons has been very interesting. Again, I would never say anyone's really out until Martinsville or Phoenix. Even if you suck there, magical things can happen. It is NASCAR. It's DG more so. We've seen crazy things happen in the playoff races. It's not unimaginable that even if you suck at one of those 2 racetracks, something magical can happen. Dave's nearly on the apron entering turn 1. Well, didn't fully get on the apron, so made it work. First, I'm going to make a move on Genesec for the lead. David gets clear. Lap 66. side by side again for the lead. These guys are a really good race in Kansas. Despite everyone's kind of concerns and certain people at the beginning, some frustrations here and there. Put on a really good product. Still side by side for me. Now with Rack not taking the point. Ooh, Red and David gets sideways. David saves it. He got put in a very bad position by Red. Red's leading unless Red's mad at somebody. It might be the 17, or it might be someone else. David again. Lord have mercy. Jensen keeps the lead. And David falls back a spot. Look on the outside this time. David now side by side with Genesec. Red might make it 3 wide. He's already there. Genesec will get the better of them, of the two. I expect pit stops to be sometime soon. Like 3 cars are going to come down pit road first. Make that 4. Oh, Red half. Good Lord. Spins around. They all save it. No caution. We'll keep it green. Wow. The apron has been a dangerous place. Looks like Red will probably stay out another lap. Maybe not. Cut all the way into the grass to get down pit road. No one speeds. Expect probably one more pit stop by the end of this thing. Like, oh yes, the fastest stall, but David was right there with them. The rest of these guys might need to struggle a little bit more. Okay, they draft off each other and help each other to get all the way there, and this comes out third in this whole prep. Just do not get good clicks, or as good as clicks as the top 2. Now, yeah, this back pack, I mean, we can try to help each other, try to get up there. Well, this doesn't look like they're going to do that. I feel like it's going to be a battle between these. From 3rd on to 5th, it's going to be just a battle. It doesn't look like Rack or Red are willing to help each other do anything, which is fine. It's their decision, although cursed, I'm sure this man is not very pleased that he's going to get no help to get back up there. They're 4.1 seconds back. David and Genesec are side by side for the time being. Genesec will fall back in line. and we'll probably expect pit stops around I want to say around the teens. And that would be your final pit stop, and whatever you got is what you got. So it's really important to see if these guys can work well enough together to know if it comes down to like 11 to go and these guys pit, is again the double zero and the 4 up in front. How long does that take them to fully catch up? If it does take them a long time, that's not good. 3.5 seconds now. Oh, 30 laps to go. Just like David got into each other a little bit. That's going to allow this second group to catch up at least a little bit, although they didn't really do a good job of pushing each other in 3 and 4. But regardless, they are going to gain. Yeah, 2.7. Within like the next lap or two, they will be within draft, so they'll start to catch up naturally. But that is a good thing. It only took a couple of laps. At least a good thing for these 3 drivers. It only took a couple laps to really focus working hard with each other to catch up. So if it is somewhat later in the teams, like around 12 or 11 to go, it is possible for them to make up the ground and be able to contend for the win from 4 seconds back. I should preface that. Meanwhile, while these guys start to catch up, just Majestic and David both been strong in this race. Lord, that's double zero nearly go. Oh, he gets wall glitched naturally. Wow. On that part of the racetrack, you don't see wall glitches very often at Kansas. Now he's back in the pack, and now White's going to be caught quicker. Mr. Shrug stays. Caden said these guys can make about 23 laps on fuel if they really wanted to. Which, he had 1 caution. He pitted around, what, 30s, early 30s, something like that. So, it looks like he is right to an extent. Well, I think after this next pit stop, they should be good to the end. That goes nearly fully. Flips the double zero. Luckily, no one goes fully around. 3 wide for second. Kind of muscle their way in there. David, the beneficiary of that. Trying to take the lead. Kirsch forced on the apron. He's going to get the lead after being forced. And Wyatt gets wall glitched. Upside down he goes. Cautions out. Not out at all, but that was pretty funny. It's the farthest stall going to decide who makes it on field or not. No one knows. Green flag. If there's no more cautions from this point forward, my God, Kurz went to last to lead in like 2 seconds, then it's purely a fuel game, which that might just be decided on where your stall is on the racetrack. I said if there's no caution, stupid. Yeah, no cautions with 23 laps to go. That makes sense. Right, it's pushed all to hell. Hell, oh, never mind. Wyatt to the lead. Yeah, the field went down, so everyone had to come down. But was it the right choice? Should they have maybe stayed out and made green flag pit stop instead? Who knows? Although, with Wyatt's fast stall, I feel like they kind of were, their hand was kind of forced. That makes this, extremely interesting. They nearly wrecked off 4. David and Jess, like guys who desperately just need to catch up, which they probably will, but they probably don't want this 20 to be up here. Oh, David goes around. Well, there goes the 20. First is going to get it back rolling. He's going to probably have draft. I say probably, because, well, never mind. That boy just logged. It's over. Now that man needs a caution to happen, or to someone to fall back far enough to where he can catch up within 19 laps. One or the other. Oh my God. Oh, it's really close to being not good. Kirsch will gain on, again, he'll gain on Caden no matter what. Just by how much is the real question. Well, we will know that Jessica and David won't get the lead purely based off either them win tonight. But they'll be considerably closer. And that will spark some hope. Inside. Takes the lead away. Laps continue to tick down. Kansas Motor Speedway. Jenna set to the inside. He'll take the lead away. 3 wide for second. No one backs out except David gets a stronger draft pull and will leap into second like that. Rack and Red still trying to decide who gets third. Still side by side. Red will have the position for now. Now with 15 laps to go. Red made a charge, wasn't close enough. Oh, and David goes around. Will not get fuel. Did not spin far enough away to collect Cursed. I also think he's too far to really have, well, actually, I don't know. I think he might be just outside of drafting range. I mean, he might be just be slightly inside it. Regardless, I think that gap is getting bigger. How many seconds away is this guy? 3.4. Yeah, I think it's just outside it. If he gets a couple good corners and these guys have tragic ones, he might be able to get back up there. But man. Red at it. We'll definitely see this next lap. Yeah, that gap has gotten big. For sure. 3.9. Now David and Curse now need a caution. Or something well, for David more so if something tragic happens to one of these guys, he can get dropped off of him. He's not too far away. Now it's the playoff driver versus two guys who are just fighting for glory. How will they handle themselves? How will Jessica handle himself? It is really hard to say. Laps to go now. Stakes are high for these guys. Red's just trying to win for another time this year. He's only won one time. Well, Rex trying to get his first Busch Series win, and Jessic maximizing points would be crucial for him. He has a shot. Cole is 100% right. This dude was whining and complaining and sobbing and pissing and throwing up. And yet, here he is. 9 laps to go. Still has a shot to win the thing. He won't make Talladega next week, so it is rather important. Who knows? David comes down pit road a second time. He believes they won't be able to land it. That moves Cursed up to 4th for now. If these guys do indeed have enough to make it, this will make things a little interesting. Now we have to ask the question, if these guys do indeed have enough to make it another 7 laps. Again, can't come down pit road once there's 2 laps to go. These guys have to make that mental decision to stay out or to come in relatively soon. Sideways on the tri-oval. And 3 wide. For the lead right now, with 5 laps to go. This is getting wildly interesting. Rack to the inside. Got a shot ripped away from him at Las Vegas. Here he is up front. He's had problems pretty much all day, but ever since really stage 2, he's calmed it down for the most part. Now has a shot to fight for his first Busch Series win. He can do it here. Craziest lag spike of all time. Re-wide again. Red has to back out a little bit more. Ooh, Lord have mercy. They even got turned on the backstretch. Wyatt backed out quite a bit. Now with 3 laps to go, this is the last lap to come down pit road. Is it pitting time, or are they staying out and try to fight for it all? Curse is going to come down pit road. Wyatt looks like he also will come down pit road. Yes, he will. So Red and Rack right now fighting for the win if they have enough fuel. White flag in the air. It's Red versus Rack. The 7 versus the 17 playoff spoiler. Down the backstretch for the final time. Can Rack make a charge? Oh, Red. Oh my gosh. I think they might have both just ran out on the back straightaway. Unbelievable. And now it's the white flag for the 4 car. Red and Rack run out on the backstretch on the final lap. Wyatt made the executive decision to come down pit road. And coming around, rounding out turns 3 and 4, he whined and complained all day. And somehow, for the 3rd time this year, it's worked out for him. Wyatt's going to win once again at Kansas. David will come home in 2nd. And Cursed is going to come home in 3rd. Rack will be in 4th. Red will finish 5th place. Man, oh man, what a wild finish to end this one. Wow. Why didn't pit there? It would have been David winning. This Curse was too far back to really do anything. Again, he complains and whines about the season, and then things like this happen. Again, he won't make Talladega next week, so it is paramount he tries to gain the points he can, and then hope Caden has a bad week again at Talladega. Good win for the Wyatt machine. That's wild. What a wild finish. That was cool.